Hi, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Tonight is August 18th, 2026. I apologize. I just had the weirdest thing happen in my apartment. It was like a power surge where the lights went, came back on. And I think that's why my laptop went down and my internet went down on that. So I'm coming in from another device, but it's working. Leo, can you hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, I'm going to proceed as if you can hear me. So we had a little bit of an issue, but anyway, we are here now. So, Leo, if you do get a chance to let me know if you can hear me, let me know, my friend. So we
You're
have,
good. Keep going.
okay, good. That's all I need to know. Okay, so let me see who we have tonight. We have people that have checked in with us. I think it's because all the ACs and all that stuff that's happening in the building. And I think maybe there was, I mean, it literally went vroom, vroom, like all the lights in my apartment. Bizarre. Okay, Danielle Alexandria Alchemy has joined us. Happy Tuesday, Maria Leo Judy. And What's the Story with Maria Crew? Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Good to see you. Sudi, Rick, has joined us. Hi, Sudi. Good to see you, honey. Standby technical difficulties. Yes, that's what. Thank you, Leo, for doing that. Just a bizarre power surge. And it is what it is. What are you going to do? We just roll with it. So I came onto a different computer. Okay. Should we blame Leo? Not at all. Thank God for Leo. So, and I'm also I was trying to come in through my phone and I was having difficulty. So a lot of crazy things are happening. But anyway, okay. So the weather in the city has been very hot. I'm sure it's hot in
Nana's
California.
visiting us. Nana's
What, honey?
visiting us. Nana. Your grandma. She's visiting us.
Oh my God! I bet you're right. I bet you're right. I bet it's that little prankster, my grandmother. Something is up. It was like a bizarre thing that just happened. A bizarre thing in my apartment. Hi, Muse Stark. Those are Leo's friends from the musical theater radio, right? How wonderful. All that is crazy and wonderful. Yes, I love that, Leo. That is so, so cool. Let me see if I can. I'm going to keep trying to get on with my other thing too. Oh, there's my well, we're going to figure out. But anyway, let me just hold on, Leo. I think I'm coming in through this way too. Can you? Oh, do you see me in the other computer? It doesn't matter. Let's stay right here. Let's stay right here where we are. Okay, so sorry, I was a little bit rattled by all the craziness that happened. Okay,
There's
so
your
we
confirmation. Danielle just said she's playing with the power surges for sure.
okay, Danielle will know because Danielle, well, let's talk about Danielle, shall we? So it's yes, you're right,
Oh,
Danielle. Is your mom's birthday week, right? You are 100% correct, my friend. So my mother's birthday is the 22nd. Tonight is the 18th. Yes, that may be it. Although my mother wasn't a practical joker, but my grandmother was. So they're probably sitting there watching the show, and they,
laughing.
yeah. Well, my grandmother's laughing. My mother's like, "Don't do that. Don't mess it up. She's gonna get freaked out." But knowing my grandmother, okay. So here's the deal. I had a great, great, great show at Stonewall. It was a huge success. I'm gonna check out of the other. Let me just check out of the other computer. Was a huge success. Me, John, Hedwin Lemmy. It was just, I want to thank John Bronson for inviting me and producing this wonderful event. It just was like beyond incredible. So I want to thank everybody that came to the show. My friends Rebecca and Jackie Marushak, who you remember, Jackie Marushak. She was on our show, and she's a really funny actress, as is Rebecca. Rebecca's really funny. So they both came to see me. Joe from England, Joe Simmons from England, and just like so many wonderful people. Mark came to see us. It was great. It was a great show, and I'm happy that I was able to do it and pull it off. I introduced 4 new songs, and that was great. So thank you, John Bronson. Speaking of John Bronson, he is the musical director for Judy's show. Judy Mesa is joining us tonight. I want to tell you about a few great things coming up before we do that. But okay, Leo, which one you got first? Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so this is a friend of ours from the Duplex, Lulu Rose. She's a great singer and songwriter and really big personality and wonderful person. She also happens to be Lisa Ellick's daughter. Remember Lisa Ellick, the playwright, was on our show. Jim Lazar directed her show, and Lulu was in the show, and then that's where I met Lulu. And now she comes to the Duplex on Wednesday, and she's just great and cool, and like, she's just a badass. I love her. She's great. Anyway, she has a show at the Bitter End, live at the Bitter End, Saturday, August 29th, 6 p.m. doors. The show starts at 6:30. So it's a $15 cover. And if you've ever been to the Bitter End, you know it's a classic, amazing, great spot. And I believe it's on Bleecker Street, and I want to say Lafayette. It's right down there by NYU. So yeah, I believe it's Lafayette, between Lafayette and Thompson. So, and it's a classic rocker club that's been around forever. So go and see Lulu Rose live at the Bitter End, Saturday, the 29th, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Put it in your book. I can't say enough about Lulu Rose. She is great and like really up and coming, really cool singer-songwriter. So that is my pick of the week. Also, oh my God, I am beside myself. So it's next Thursday. Next Thursday, there's a whole tour happening. So if you go to, the name of the show is Nobody Cares, a comedy show by Laura Benanti, who has taken the lead as my favorite Broadway star. Also, if you're saying to yourself, Laura Benanti, who's that? It sounds familiar. She is the actress that plays Melania on the I just went blank on Stephen Colbert, because I was thinking it got canceled, but Stephen Colbert show. So Laura Benanti played, when they would do the Melania skits, she played Melania. She's incredibly, incredibly talented, and she's an unbelievable singer and Broadway star. So she's doing her own one-woman show. It's touring all over the country, and she was just in England as well. So it's called Nobody Cares, and I can't wait. Let me see, where can you see it if you are local? Now, I know she's also coming to LA, so if you just go to Instagram and type in Laura Benanti or Nobody Cares, she's got two Instagrams, she's coming to LA as well. And she's going to Maryland. She's going to Boston in October. In Boston is October 22nd, 25th. But she is coming to New Jersey next week from the 26th through the 30th. Judy and I are going Thursday night to see her, and it's at the the George Street, St. George, that's in Staten Island, George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick, New Jersey. I am very, very, very excited. So I got my tickets a long time ago. And those are my two picks of the week. That's it. Thank you, Maria's recommendations, designed by Leo Rodriguez. Where would I be without Leo? So anyway, Leo, what do you got? You got any content, buddy, this week? I know sometimes you do. That is about all the content we need, if you ask me. Tara Connor Jones, our magnificent friend. She is a singer extraordinaire, and she is just a great actress. Right now, she's in Come From Away, although did their run end, or they may have a few more shows left, at the Maine State Theater. So Maine State Theater, she is our Miss August, enjoying a delicious, I believe it's vanilla, but I'm not going to I'm not going to zoom in because I feel like that would be rude. She is like a sister to me, and that would be rude to zoom in. But I believe it's vanilla. Turkey Hill. I can tell it by the package. So she is our Miss August. And thank you, Tara, for doing that. Technology, a blessing and a curse, says Rick. Yes, I know. But I'll tell you what's a blessing and not a curse is Leo Rodriguez, who just keeps it going. And also that I have two computers right in front of me that I can use. Thank God. Yeah, that was so strange. It was a complete power surge. And it's okay. We worked it out. Anyway, so tonight we have Judy Mesa, my honey, and also an incredible, now she is producing events and she's running an unbelievable. Oh, she is also, thank you, Leo, because Leo produced this. The Liberal Conservative. If you are looking for a wonderful podcast, and every episode that she put out, I listened to.
Every generation swears it has learned from history, and every generation proves that it hasn't. In 1945, the world gathered in Nuremberg, Germany, to put its monsters on trial. Standing before the tribunal was Robert H. Jackson, a sitting justice of the U.S. Supreme Court and the chief American prosecutor for the Allies. He told the court, "The wrongs we seek to
So
condemn
it is a history lesson. Every one of her episodes, although my favorite one is the one about the Supreme Court, as is Rena's, Rena Criniali Verghese. But if you are someone that enjoys history and politics, and this is more a history lesson than anything else, the Liberal Conservative, TLC, on Spotify and all Apple Music, all platforms that that have podcasts. Yes, Leo.
History with a little attitude.
History with a little attitude, absolutely.
Necessary attitude.
Yep. And so what are we doing tonight? We brought her back on because she is producing an incredible show. And she's going to tell us all about that. It's a really big deal. So I just want to make sure. I'm not on two screens, am I? I'm just on one screen.
Nope, you're just on one screen.
Okay, good.
But here is
the Humanity Project, a benefit concert. So Judy is doing this at the Cutting Room in New York City. And has Judy entered the stage?
She has, but she's still getting ready.
She's still getting ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I will tell you that, well, she'll tell you as well, that the lineup is to die for. The lineup of she's got like a cast of thousands. I mean, it's just crazy. And they all happen to be people that I love and respect. Amazing musicians, singers, showmen, and women. And it's just going to be off the hook. And it's at the Cutting Room, which I just love. I've performed there with groups and done a few. I think it was someone's memorial there and a benefit. And it is, I can say, from my experience, it is one of the best sound stages in the city. Also coming up there in September, which I'm going to try to get him in to talk about, is Gene Bowen, my boss at Road Recovery. He is doing a screening of the Jeff Buckley movie there, and afterwards a Q&A. So, and the Cutting Room is great. And guess who books the Cutting Room? Gene's son, Jonah, who we had on. Remember, he roasted Susie Campanaro. He roasted Susie Campanaro for her 60th birthday. And he was absolutely hysterical. So now he's the booking manager at the Cutting Room. So Jonah is running that event as well. And I'm going to have more on that next week. Oh, also, John and Lori, they could not join us tonight, or they may join us late, but they are on Wednesday nights at WFMU.org, Sheena's Jungle Room. And if you just click into that at, I believe it's 10 p.m. Thank you, Leo. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. John Pietero and Lori Towers, Beneath the Underground on Sheena's Jungle Room. That's if you go to WFMU.org. They are amazing friends. and they run a wonderful, wonderful show. It's really like a music history lesson. And also, they just feature a lot of local songwriters and also a lot of classic songwriters. And they talk about different music and they talk about different artists. And it's like being on the Lower East Side, taking a trip down memory lane, and also meeting like new songwriters. I just love that show. And if you miss it on Wednesday nights, which I do because I work, then you can always catch it archived the next day or the day after, whatever. All the shows are archived. You can go back and listen to all of them. So, how we doing, Leo? Where are we at?
I think Judy's ready. She keeps walking around though, so I'm not sure if she's set up. Are you ready,
Okay.
girl? Nod. Okay. All right. Then let's get the proper.
Okay. You want to hit that promo again, or you want to just introduce her with a drum roll? Oh my God! All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Judy Mesa, also known as Eudenia Mesa Dominguez of the Liberal Conservative. Hi, honey. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you guys?
We had a crazy thing in my apartment happen, like a surge, the lights went out and then came back on by themselves. How crazy is that?
Very.
So I'm on the other computer because that one knocked me out. Anyway, so I was telling them a little bit about it, but I didn't want to tell them too much about it because it's your show and I want you to talk about it. So you have a concert coming up, the Humanity Project. Go ahead and tell everybody what you want to tell them, and then we'll add more to it. Go ahead.
Basically I wanted to do something to help all the different tragedies that we're facing as humans. I started talking to a friend of mine who's helping, who works for attorneys for the detention initiative that helps, immigrants and their families trying to navigate through the ICE crisis that we're going through right now. And in speaking with her, I said, I should try to do something that will raise money for a lot of things. It's not just for legal help. It's also for clean water for children that are being held in detention centers. It's also for commissaries, so that they can have money to buy things while they're in there, so that they can have money to make phone calls to their families, and then also, of course, for legal help. And then, I also, there's all these different causes that I want to, help. Obviously Palestine, I'm very close to it. And I didn't know which was the best place to help there, because obviously aid is being actively blocked. You could maybe be spinning your wheels and donating money to a place, to different charities that give to Palestine, but then the people never receive, the aid. And so it turned into this big thing. And then I finally narrowed it down after I did my due diligence. And so the show is partnering with the PCRF, which is the Palestine Child's Relief Fund. We're also partnering with Proyecto Dili, which helps the women and children that are being held at the Dili Detention Center in Texas. And then, of course, the last one, because I had to put something in there that I felt really, really strongly about, which is the Jane Fonda Climate Pact, because not only is it helping our environment and the future of children, but also it's helping to that money for that organization is helping to elect progressive candidates that also believe in the climate crisis and are trying to actively work to help us navigate through that, as late as it is, but it's better late than never, I guess. So then I started doing the real big work of asking a bunch of talented folks to be in the show. And then it just turned into what it is. So I have 19 cast members, including the band.
Believable.
And everyone is, of course, is very much more, everyone is actually like, these are people that actually do this for a living. So I'm very humbled and happy that that they've agreed to do this, with me. John Bronson, of course, who's my musical director. But I have, I have an amazing group of people, of professionals, Broadway, people, off Broadway people, movie people. There's going to be some special guests. And yeah, it's
It's
90
going to be
minutes
a
of pure
real,
bliss.
yeah, and it's going to be an event. It's going to
Mhm.
be a wonderful, um, a wonderful, powerful, moving, uplifting, just energizing event. I can't wait. I got my tickets like 2 months ago. Um, so Ned, can you mention some of the people that are going to be in it? Are you allowed to do that?
Sure. So I have David Foley Jr., I have John Satram, I have Eric Garcia, I have Zach Nolan, I have Justin Gregory Lopez, I have Shannon Rockow, I have Mia Gentili. I have a bunch of amazing, I have a 9-piece band.
Wow.
So I'm very excited about that. I have keys, I have keyboard, I have piano, I have keyboard, I have a guitar, I have a bass, a trombone, and a saxophone and a flute. I have a violin, I have drums. So yeah.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to
Hmm.
be amazing. Um, and so again, let's give everybody the date because it's a few months down the line, but this gives everybody a chance to put it in your book. It's called The Humanity Project, a benefit concert, music, community, humanity. I love that. The Cutting Room NYC. And the Cutting Room, I believe, is on 31st, where 6th and Broadway cross. It's right near Macy's. It's right down there. It's a beautiful space. I've been there many, many times, and I just love the energy there. The stage is gorgeous, and it's going to be it's October 11th at 9 p.m. Right?
Hmm.
So get there early. Get there early.
Doors open at 8:30.
Okay, doors open at 8:30, and they have food, they have drinks, they have. It's just a beautiful experience to go there. So let me ask you now. Um, a lot of people don't know you as a performer. They know you as a podcaster. They know you as someone that um, very politically motivated, very emotionally charged about politics. And what made you want to do this? What made you say, you know what? Because you were a performer before you went into you work in healthcare now. So you were a performer for years and years. What made you want to resurrect that part of your life?
Um, Really, I just want to raise money for these foundations, and I figured that this was a good way to do it. I don't really enjoy performing, actually. I have to like
Well, you're good
really
at it.
have something to say in order to feel like I want to do it. And so I just thought, like, if I could say something and I could say it to as many people as possible, and also while they're enjoying some music, and also while I'm raising money for these three charities, then or these foundations, then I didn't know I didn't know how else to raise the money. So I just figured this would be the best way. I think we can sell about 300 seats. Some of them would be standing room only, so I'm trying to sell all 300 of them. And then there's also going to be merch that I'm going to sell. And all proceeds will be donated to these three charities. There's also going to be, a place where you can donate more besides the merch and besides your ticket sales or
Yeah.
your ticket purchase, on the tables. Yeah, I mean, listen, we I don't know that, I don't know that how much I can move the needle, but but I think I have to try.
And that's the cutting room right there. The cutting room
Yeah.
is a beautiful space. And anyone that's been to the cutting room knows. There it is. It's just, oh, I love that room. I love that room. There's so many great acts and it's big enough, and it's just a beautiful stage, and and now Jonah Bowen is booking it. So he's doing a beautiful job, I think. Jonah's doing a beautiful job. So if you are someone that's never been there, you're going to want to check it out. You're going to want to check out the cutting room. The sound is amazing. And Judy has a cast, just like an unbelievable cast. I love everybody. I don't know all the musicians. I know John, and I know the bass player and the guitarist. But I don't know the rest of the musicians. I'm so excited to hear everybody.
Yeah.
And you said it's an hour and a half of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. So now the QR code to donate, that you don't have that right now, but we will have that in the next few weeks, and we'll show it on the show, so that even if you can't make it or you live out of state or something, but you still want to donate, you're able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a great thing. Let's raise as much money as we can for all three of these wonderful, wonderful, important, and heartfelt causes. So, all right. Now, so you have started rehearsing.
Well, I think just preliminary, we have started just putting the show together, and but rehearsals actually begin on August 30th officially.
Yeah, but you and John have been working together. John's
Yes.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to write all these charts for all these instruments. Well, this is epic. Epic. I can't believe how many pieces you have in your band. Yes, Leo.
How are you choosing the songs?
Oh, thank you.
I just I kind of did it in like in sections. So because the show or because me, right? Like I a lot of my things tend to be very, the same themes. So I basically picked songs that remind me of my childhood because, for Proyecto Dili. And then I picked songs that have to do with my heritage. And then I picked songs about hope. So, and it's going to be like split up in that form.
And well, by the way, I have my Barbra Streisand shirt on, honey. You see? Because there
Amazing.
will be at least one Barbra Streisand song.
There's a couple, and actually, so yeah, I mean, I've been performing for a very long time. I never actually, I don't think I ever do any Streisand because I don't think anyone should. Um, but I am doing like four, which is a lot. It's the first time I've ever actually done.
Spill some tea. Give us at least 2 song titles.
I'm doing some from my favorite Barbara movie that I've like literally loved since I was like 12. So I'm doing 2 songs from my favorite Barbara movie, which is A Star is Born, but I'm not going to say which ones.
Okay.
It's Leo, we're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
It's like the Taylor Swift and the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Well, I have to wait till after anyway. Is the cutting room doing a live stream as well?
No, I haven't. I asked them that, and they haven't emailed me back about that if they are or not. So I guess I'll have to follow up with them. I don't know because they haven't answered me. But Leo, I do expect you to fly in for this actually.
Wow.
No, I expect you to come do the private performance here.
Oh my God. Well, there are theaters out there. You never know. Who knows? We might end up flying out to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Palm Springs.
You never know. But ask them too if they have a live stream. Live streams are really cool.
I did.
Yeah, that are out of state.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so glad I did mine at Green Room 42 because so many people can't make it, but then they can, and then that can be donated as well. But I love the QR code, and soon we'll be able to show that and I'll put it on my wall. Or we'll put it on our What's the Story with Maria wall as well as my regular wall. You know, there it is.
Yeah, it literally started as like something really small, but then, I never do anything small. And then when I started planning it, I started talking to Maria about it, and Maria was like, that's too much. That's unnecessary. Don't do that. And then I was like, well, I mean, did we just meet? I'm not going to listen to you. So it turned into like basically an
I
entire
know she doesn't listen to me.
an entire production. Yeah, but
John,
it turned
yeah.
out to be good.
Yeah, John said to me, "Do you realize that your girlfriend has 17 people in this house?"
19.
19. And I said, "John, do you realize that my girlfriend does not listen to anything I say? So it doesn't matter what I say. There's a couple things that we talk about, and like we agree on a lot of stuff, but Judy goes big or goes home. That's it."
But also, I'm a theater girl, right? So like I grew up in theater, and also I play the piano. So I don't like, I don't like using a keyboard to play all of the instruments. It doesn't please my ear at all. And so it's very different sounding than when you have a piano and a violin and a guitar and a drum and a saxophone and a trumpet and a trombone and a flute. It's different, right? Now do all of these instruments together and it sounds completely different than if you're just on a keyboard playing everything one person. And it also visually doesn't look as nice either, right? It looks nicer when there's a big sound. I feel I'm not really a performer, even though I've been doing it for a long time, but I don't do it often. So I feel more supported. I'll feel less nervous if there's more people. And I really do enjoy the sound of an orchestra because I am a Streisand fan after all. I need to have
Listen,
Well,
Judy.
she didn't listen to anybody either, did she?
No,
What?
she did not.
Exactly.
She didn't listen to anybody either, did she?
exactly.
Now, do you know that the Barbara Streisand audiobook is how long is it, Judy? 48
40.
hours, I believe.
40 something hours. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't get through it because it was too many hours. I did listen to it when Judy had it on in the house. We had to listen to it in the car, like on a. And do you know that Judy listened to it twice? That's all I'm going to say. Because that's how Judy is. That's how much of a Barbara Streisand fan she is.
No, I think that's just how much of a student I am. I listened to it a second time to make sure I didn't miss anything the first time.
She's ready for the Scantron, the essay, and the multiple choice.
Yes, absolutely.
And
There's something about having all those people though in this as a benefit though is that they bring more people, and as long as there's agreement on how time is spent and what people are donating as their time and such, because you want to make sure, and I've been part of it before, where you spend such a big thing, but it costs so much that when you're actually giving is little. But if everybody's donating their time, and more people the merrier for this kind of event, because then more people are watching, more people will tune in, and hopefully that will save some of the people that the other people have been treating wrong. And so, it's a good thing to have that many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stone soup, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just so stressful what is happening in the world, all in so many different places. And it's just, and like, I just feel like you have to, it's one thing to just sit around and stress about it. It's another thing to actually do something about it. And I feel like Judy has always been one of those people that did something about it. She doesn't just complain about it. Like, she's very, very active in things. And
well, that's why she's got my nickname, Senator.
I know you've been calling her Senator Mesa for a long time. How long?
Although I think I changed the second word this last text. I think I like that one better.
Yeah, a lot. You've said it for a long time, Leo. So okay, let's do this now. Let's take a quick food section of our show break, as we always do, and then we'll come back and we'll regroup and talk about some of the stuff. At the top of the show, we missed about 5 minutes, so I do want to do my recommendations again quickly. But what did I make tonight? So it is summertime. And, in the summer, I mean, I love shrimp. That's one of my favorite things, right? But in the summertime, shrimp is really big, like a lot of outside clam bakes and all that stuff. But also, we were talking about this the other night with a friend of mine about loving, like, crusted shrimp. So I made let me get my paper. Here it is. A panko crusted shrimp with a mayo. The mayo that I made is, it's a mayo, Truff hot sauce, the company Truff, which I love, soy sauce, and honey. So I made a dipping sauce. And then I have a little bit of corn, little summer corn there, a little Jersey corn with a lemon. And this is really very nice. So in this, what I put was, I put a little, always put a little, onion, garlic. Those are my go-tos. Onion, garlic, all that kind of stuff. Mrs. Dash.
Your Mirepoix, your little carrot, celery, onion, garlic mix.
There's a little citrus garlic in there, stuff from Trader Joe's that I love. So that is my, como se llama there. Then my salad, I'm going with tomatoes again this week. I know people are sick of my tomatoes. I have put tomatoes in my salad for the last 6 weeks because summer tomatoes are like nothing else. And August tomatoes are the best. So these are cherry tomatoes from Trader Joe's, my favorite store. And then I went to Whole Foods, and I love Whole Foods bocconcini. They're really, really, really good. So I bought those. And also at their Olive Bar, I got an herb and garlic olives. So those are like kind of a herb and garlic dusted olives. And then I put some chives in there. And what I'm going to put is a basic Fini, also from Whole Foods, Fini balsamic vinegar, and from the New England Olive Oil Company, a Milanese Gremolata olive oil. That's that. Today, I saw this in a grocery store and I had to get it. Lemon cream pie, Leo. Look at you shaking your head like, Pops, why are you going to eat all that? A lemon cream pie. Yep. So that is what we're having.
Maria, I have to tell you, we've been talking about our journeys on food and lately, right? So I hit a new plateau in my dessert. Because I like a little crust and everything, but right now with everything that I'm eating and stuff, I'm not supposed to have the flour in the dessert. So I broke the age barrier, and now as my crust for my yogurt pudding thing, I use Metamucil crackers, and
what kind of crackers?
The Metamucil fiber.
Come on,
because they have them in chocolate. They have them in cinnamon, and they have them in apple. I haven't done the apple yet. But I do like the yogurt, fat-free yogurt with the sugar-free pudding, and I throw in some dark chocolate. You are
so creative, Leo.
I put my berries, because I've been having my berries more fiber on top, and I put the crust in.
Wow,
the other day I was sitting there, and I'm going like, oh yeah, make my dessert. I'm crunching up my little Metamucil packet, and I was like, I hit the 50s. I'm having my Metamucil crust and everything.
That's what happens as time goes on.
It's really
do very strange things. But listen, we're trying to stay healthy, right? We're trying to get rid of all that stuff, all that bad stuff in our bodies.
I want to be a senator someday.
We're on our little journeys. So thank you for all your great ideas. Judy, what is your favorite reward meal after you do something amazing? You're like, I worked really hard. Like, what do you think you'll have after you do your show? And you're like, whether it's that night or the next day or that week, you're like, you know what? I really worked hard. I'm going to let myself have what? What's your favorite reward meal?
I'm not really into food like that.
I know
Some-
it's her great reward meal right now. I bet she comes home to that cute little bundle of gorgeousness and gives him some smooches, and I bet you that just gets her all sugared up with that
That's
Oh,
correct.
millennium.
my God,
That is
is he
correct.
awake? Is he awake?
No, he just fell asleep.
Oh no.
Hmm.
He is so cute. And him and Judy together, forget about it. I have a bunch of
Look,
pictures.
Judy,
I
I
wish
want
I
her to put some of that baby smell in an envelope, not the diaper part, the regular
no,
good
it's
baby smell,
ridiculous.
you
I
know,
wish I
and
had
then
sent
send
you
it to
some.
me.
I wish I had sent you some. Hold on, Leo. Maybe I'm able to do this. Because I took some really cute pictures yesterday of
Oh,
them.
he
And
is
Barbara
just
Streisand is.
adorable.
Oh, you know who else is in the show that we? Trisha Jeffries. Trisha
Yes.
Jeffries was in Suffs.
Oh wow,
Toured with Suffs. She's amazing.
ladies,
Mia
Mia
Gentile.
Gentili was in Kinky Boots.
Yep. Eric Eves Garcia. Jay
I love
Rivera.
Mia. She's so sweet. Hey, my calendar boy.
I know Jay Rivera's in the show. Zach Nolan from the Duplex.
Judy,
John
Judy,
Satcham.
make some money. Only let him sing the song in the apron.
You know what? That is not a bad
That's a
idea.
good idea.
Mm-hmm. Give
That
me a
is not a
QR code
bad
for that,
idea.
baby.
Hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can send this little picture so we can show it. Oh my God, adorable. I'm going to try to send it to you right now, Leo, in the group. Como se llama?
In the group chat.
Maybe not. I'm trying.
That's okay.
But anyway.
I
so-
cannot see. Somebody's writing. I can't see.
Danielle said, "So happy for you and all the little man."
Oh.
And she
There
also
we go.
said, "Fiber is just as potent as protein."
Chats. Okay, I'm sending this right now. Leo and okay. Here we go.
So we can put Liam in there.
It'll pop up. The little bundle of joy is sleeping, but he is the cutest thing on the
my.
planet. I just took this yesterday. Him and his abuela, or as he calls her, Ababa.
Ababa.
Ababa, that's what he calls her. Ababa.
See, that's one version of Ababa.
Yep.
Here's the other version of Ababa.
Oh my God. Come on. Could you die? Look at how much he loves her.
Look at his
He's got
eyes.
his little hands
What color
on
are
her
his
hand.
eyes?
They're brown.
He looks like
They're
Judy,
brown?
doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Ababa. That's what he calls her.
Oh.
I know. He's the best. The best. Oh, anyway. All right. So again,
That's why this project's important right there. That is why this project's so important.
It really
Yeah.
is.
and
Look at that.
actually,
And
Judy-
everybody's else that has theirs across the world and in this nation, all those little babies that we gotta make this right for.
And actually, Judy, inside the playbill, there's a beautiful part of it where you dedicate the show to Liam and your mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, when she said that to me, I got all teary eyed. It's really got very emotional reading it. It's very beautiful. And you know what? No matter what it is in the world that you believe that you want to fight for, it, like they say, there's a saying that says, if you're hysterical, it's historical. Meaning, if you're very moved by something that it puts you in a state of hysteria, it's because you can identify with it. It comes from way, way, way back. And I think that it's that kind of thing. And I think that's why so many people are so passionate about this particular thing, because, you identify with your own family and you're like, we have to help each other. We just have to help each other. All right. So to reiterate again, October 11th, 9 p.m., The Cutting Room. Dania Mesa Dominguez is producing the Humanity Project at The Cutting Room. John Bronson is musically directing. There is a 9-piece band. The singers, Mia Gentili, no relation, but she's phenomenal. Mia Gentili, Shannon Rakow, MacGyver, Jay Rivera, Eric Eves Garcia, Zach Nolan,
Fit
David
Foley.
Foley Jr., Justin Gregory Lopez. Who did I miss? John Satcham.
760.
John Satcham. It's going to be a lineup to beat all lineups. So please get your. Oh, how do they get their tickets, Judy?
You can go on to thecuttingroom.com and then just look for the Humanity Project and buy the tickets there.
The Cutting Room NYC, I think it is, right?
The Cutting Room NYC, yeah.
Yeah, cuttingroomnyc.com. That's how I got my tickets. I got my tickets like 2 months ago. So go and do that. And then in the next few weeks, we'll have a QR code as well that we will put on our page that if you can't make it, but you want to donate. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. That you want to donate, it'll be right there and you'll be able to do that, which I think is just a great, great thing. Okay. So at the top of our show, if you missed it because we had some issues, my picks of the week are Lulu Rose is live at the bitter end. She's Lisa Ellick's daughter, and she's a sweetheart. She's been coming to the duplex and doing our open mics a lot. She's just such a great singer and songwriter. And she's at the bitter end. The bitter end is on Bleecker Street between Lafayette and Thompson. So that is 6 p.m. Saturday, August 29th. Doors open at 6. The show starts at 6:30, $15 cover. Also, pick of the month, but also pick of the week. Judy, you got to make sure you check your book. Next Thursday, not this Thursday, a week from this Thursday, we're going to see Laura Benanti in New Brunswick at the George Street Playhouse. I can't wait. The name of the show is Nobody Cares. And it's an original show with some original music, and she does all this really, really, really funny comedy. So I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. She's also going to be in Boston October 22nd through 25th at the Huntington. So Boston people that listen to the show, write it and go and get your tickets because she is funnier than anybody. She's the one who did Melania on the Stephen Colbert Show. And I mean, it doesn't get any funnier than that. I hope Stephen Colbert comes back to something. Has anyone had a chance to see Rosie on the Jimmy Kimmel Show?
That was great.
Was it? She filled in last night. It was good. I have to go back and
One
I'm
of the
gonna go
comments
back and
was,
YouTube it.
you think he was mad that Jimmy Kimmel hosted the show?
I can't wait to go. I'm
And
going to
then-
YouTube it.
She didn't talk about him. She talked about Ireland and all the other people and didn't give him, more than a couple of comments, which is what we need to do.
Great. Absolutely.
And she talked
Absolutely.
about the wonderful people in Ireland, which is, I've been to Ireland. I performed in Galway. They are magnificent. I would take.
I
one
loved it.
visit.
Listen, I grew up in Boston. All my friends were Irish. And it's my Judy knows it's my number one place in the world that I want to visit.
Oh, Maria,
My
I'll go with
number
you.
one place.
I love that country. It's a
I'd like to
beautiful
take my
country.
sister, actually. I think she'd like it.
And
You know-
you went to Catholic school. Everybody all the ladies that I went, they all had that sweater, and it was all here, and they all had the same. I swear, I wanted to tell
The
sister.
cable
I mean, sister.
sweater.
I mean, yep.
Cable sweaters, yeah.
My nuns were from County Clare, so
Oh,
when I was
absolutely.
there, I remember
Galway and
all
all that stuff. Judy, what were you going to say, honey?
I was going to say that we live in, we always have, but specifically now we live in an attention economy. And because everything is running on, artificial intelligence, that's where the money is. The money is in your attention. What are you giving your attention to? And so these media outlets are aware of that. So they're going to capture your attention by giving you whatever it is that they want you to focus on, right? And a lot of it, unfortunately, is the chaos of the administration because it's like a train wreck. It's like those accidents that you see on the street when you're driving, like on the highway, and everybody goes real slowly because they want to watch the accident. There's nothing to see. There was an accident. You could just keep going.
Yeah.
But people want to stop and watch it. That's basically what it is.
Fraud
But
and
just
trade.
just in life in general, whatever you give your attention to is what's going to manifest. And so, I really try to scroll past anytime that I see anything chaotic about him or anything he's doing anywhere in the world or anything that's attached to him. I try to give it zero time because then, if you give it 2 seconds, the algorithm starts giving you more of whatever it is you're watching.
Yeah.
Uh, So I try not to, I don't engage, I don't post, I don't comment when it has to do, with him. I'll make a separate video if I see something, I'll make a separate reel. But I also almost never, hashtag him or anything having to do with his name or his administration because,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I agree.
mhm.
Well, okay,
The only thing I'm going to give to them is my chancla.
my
Right.
chancla. Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
Well,
Big
listen,
one.
I feel like there is a lot of bad in the world. However, that said, what the good that people are doing, and this is one of those great things, the Humanity Project, and so many of our friends are doing so many beautiful things in the world. So let's concentrate on the good in the world. Also, don't forget to vote. November in the midterms, but there's a lot of, even tonight, there's a lot of primaries happening. Don't think that your vote doesn't matter. It really,
Everyone matters.
everyone, look at people are squeaking out primaries by like 1,800 votes. They're winning by. Even 20,000 is a low number. If you think about it in these big states. So, which does mean that everything matters. Also, I will remind you that postcards to swing states, which I've been doing, I still do it. I'm writing. I'm going to write some more out tonight. Is a wonderful thing that you can do. Just go to postcards to uh, Turnpack, I think it is. Leo has it up there somewhere. And if not, just Google. Oh, thank you, Leo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is my favorite thing to do. Turnoutpack.org/postcards. Or, and if you can't remember that, just Google postcards to swing states. They will ask you how many you want. It starts with 100. You can go from 100 to 500. They send you the free postcards. Then you got to pay for the stamps though. So remember that. Don't waste the postcards if you can't do the stamps. But start with 100. And then they'll ask you, they'll give you different states. Which state do you want? And then one of the options is where the need is the greatest. And I always click that one and they send me what they think. So please, that is something that we can all do. It makes a difference. And you're just sending postcards to people to remind them to vote. That's it. Okay. All right. Judy, leave us with the last word of hope.
One thing before Judy does, her liberal conservative podcast is linked in the comments. So if you want to catch up on what has been educated to the rest of us who were listening at the beginning, then there it is. Go ahead and
I love the
go
liberal
listen.
conservative. It's such
Yeah,
a
I mean, I feel like one of my favorite episodes is the one about Catherine Austin Fitz, and I did that one. I think season 1 of the Liberal Conservative. So that's already been what, Leo, was that last year or the year before?
Last year, the year
Okay,
before.
it was the year before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so she has become very, very popular, and everything that she said 2 years ago is literally happening as we speak. So when I did that podcast, people were like, what? Like, what is this? Because a lot of things are so dystopian that it's hard for people that have lived in a supposed, democracy all this time to believe any of it, right? And so now they're seeing data centers being popped up everywhere. And if you go back and listen to that Catherine Austin Fitz episode from 2 years ago, it literally talks exactly about that. And now everybody's like making a big deal, because that's exactly what's happening with the data centers. So that was
It
one
was
of
the
my favorite.
AIAGI, Women and the, right?
No, I actually think it's called Catherine Austin Fitz. I think, yeah, I think
religion
it's
and
her
government.
name.
That's one of my favorite ones too. Um, I love the Supreme Court one. I so many, so many, so many. They're so good. You drive women in the patriarchy, I listen to them when I drive. That's when I
I
listen to them.
Not because it's mine, but I really like it too, only because I'm very opinionated and I really tried very hard to not give opinions on these episodes and to just keep it very
You-
factual and very
Yeah,
historical.
yes, you're
Um,
absolutely right about that.
so I just really talked only about that.
Yeah.
only about like facts and, you know, what happened and what was said. And that's really hard for me because I'm not like that on my regular social media pages. It's just, I'm very opinionated.
Yep. But you know what? We have to be who we are. We can't be anything else. Okay, folks, we have come to the end of our show. Thank you for your patience at the beginning of the show. Judy, thank you, honey, for everything that you contributed tonight and always do. And give the little man a kiss. He's the
Well,
most
Me
beautiful
too.
little.
Give him one for me too.
Oh,
From
Leo,
Auntie
you
Leo.
would fall in love with him. And he's so charming. He's 100% charm. He really is. He's so cute. Leo Rodriguez, I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you so much. Please come back and see us every Tuesday from 9 to 10 Eastern, 6 to 7 Pacific. And also, we're archived in every single podcast platform. You can go back and see. This is episode 463, I believe. Yes. And
Mhm.
also, What's the Story with Maria on YouTube. All our episodes are archived. Leo does all that. So go back and watch stuff. And we've had so many great guests, and we have a great lineup coming up for the end of August and September.
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
located at what'sthestorywithmaria.com.
.com. Thank you. I forgot about that.
All of it.
All of it is right there. You can find, if you can't find us, just go to that. What's the story with Maria.com. All right. Thank you, everybody. Remember, we love and appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
I think it was Nana making sure that we acknowledge Mom's birthday. That's probably why she was doing it. Acknowledge my daughter's birthday. Technical difficulties.